For those people who like complex, dry, minerally, challenging, this wine will be a wonderful choice to make. Hi there, I'm Sommelier Salvador and today I will introduce a new bottle of wine, A Cerca dos Frades, Terrantez do Pico. As a sommelier, I host wine tours and tastings in Portugal, helping you to travel Portugal by wine. And this is my YouTube channel where I talk everything about Portuguese wines. I chose this wine for two reasons. Firstly, Terrantez do Pico variety, it's my favorite white grape due to its salinity, elegance, yet robustness. Secondly, meeting Tito, the owner and the producer, I felt inspired by his knowledge and passion for his wines. So, let's talk about the wine region. Azores have 9 islands, but as a wine region, 3 are the sub-regions, corresponding with 3 islands. This wine is produced in the village of Lagidos de Santa Luzia in Pico Island. Azores Islands have a climate with maritime characteristics, which translates into mild temperatures, with a small temperature range, high rainfall and humidity. Like any island in the world, the soil here is volcanic, and this strongly influences the wines, making them very minerally and sulfurous. Agricultural practice in Azores seemed difficult or even impossible, until they started breaking down volcanic rocks, building walls, currais, to protect the vineyards from the sea winds and also to keep constant temperatures on the walled vineyards. Those currais constitute a unique and vast labyrinth in the Pico Islands and were considered a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 2004. A Cerca dos Frades, meaning friar's enclosure, is the name of the piece of land given to the monks by the king. Faced with the request for an area the size of an ox skin, the monks cunningly measured the land their own way. They cut the ox skin into a very narrow strips, forming a long string, and used this to measure the land, to the shock of the people. And the story goes, the monks succeeded. The producer is A Cerca dos Frades. The grape is Terrantez do Pico, which is a hybrid between Verdelho do Pico white grape and Bastardo red grape. The region is Azores, sub-region of Pico. The year is 2020 and the winemaker is Paulo Machado. Let's taste the wine. As you can see here, the color is very golden. Okay, on the nose, it's very clear. I can notice immediately the saltiness, the elegance, the soils here like sulfur, which goes along with the fennel, very fresh, the apples and peaches. It's beautiful wine. It's very obvious, the salinity, very potent acidity, the saltiness, the hints of black pepper, the main characteristic of this grape, which is one of my favorite characteristics of this, is the greasiness. Makes you overwork in your mouth, makes you salivate all the time. That's why I prefer this grape than the simplicity of Arinto and Verdelho do Pico. This one, it's very gastronomic, which deserves food. I could pair this with razor clams or limpets from Pico, which they sell a lot, a flat lobster, or like light salads with a lemon dressing. For those people who like complex, dry, minerally, challenging, this wine will be a wonderful choice to make. On my last birthday, I went to visit those vineyards, and then we moved on to the tasting, which was not an interior tasting, was an outdoors tasting on a very rocky coastal edge. There were lava rocks on my feet, and was absolutely stunning, was breathtaking to have the tasting and also see all the Atlantic. Was gorgeous. Was one of the best gigs I had so far, and I have to thank once again. Thank you, Tito. And that's it for today. I organize wine tastings in Lisbon and Cascais. For private wine experience and wine tours, and everywhere else in Portugal, contact me through salvadorsommelier@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this bottle as much as I do. See you with the next bottle.